back with another 7 for 7 podcast. Your man Landon Hampton here, my man
Keenan with College, baby.
We're back to bring you another subject today, and it's one of our favorites. And Keenan just happens to be sporting some attire here today.
Stop complaining, baby. I mean, you're still complaining, man. That first podcast, people started reaching out about excuses. Excuses, man. They're complaining. Oh, I don't want to leave a job. It's security. And they're talking about, but my coworker Teresa, she's bothering me, or all this stuff, man. Or my mom said that you can never make it with being an entrepreneur.
All those things, man. You run into these roadblocks, and we run into these complaints that for a sense of time, Keenan, you're just delaying the inevitable. And what is the inevitable? Remaining unhappy and constantly trying to dig and wasting time to dig for excuses of why you're not able to do what you want to do. All right. So now the question is, what are you going to do with that negative energy? Because there is hope, isn't that right?
That's it, baby. That's it. You got to be optimistic, man. Like you're complaining when you could use that time to actually start. You got. This is something that needs to be put on the table right now at this very moment. Is that no one cares?
That's right.
No one cares. No one cares that you got 2 kids and you got 2 jobs. No one cares. You can tell them that they'll show that sympathy, but what does sympathy do? It just nurtures you to continue living that depressing lifestyle, for you not to go out there and do it. You got to get uncomfortable. Understand that no one cares. No one cares that you're at the bottom. Landon, from last episode, you guys are starting from the basement.
Now we're here.
Now we're here, man. Started from the bottom, and now we're here. We didn't get here complaining, did we?
No.
What do we do to get here?
Man, we had a vision, man.
We started doing.
We started doing, man. We had a vision. We had something that we wanted more of, and we pursued that, with tenacity. We were very direct with what we wanted, and we're not scared to talk directly to each other or assertive to each other. And one way that we get around complaining, get yourself an accountability partner like this guy is for me. If he hears me start complaining, he just asks a simple question. Man, Landon, how many other better things could you be doing with your time right now?
Exactly. Complaining to somebody is not going to solve the issue. Doing something will. Action solves problems. And this goes in the workplace. If you're working a job and you have issues and you bring him to the employer, he's just going to look at you. What are you doing to solve this?
Yeah.
What good is telling somebody about an issue rather than doing something to solve that problem?
Yes. Every time that I ever had an issue at the workplace, I had one of my favorite bosses ever. His name was Vince Elliott, okay? He was phenomenal. And I'll never forget the first time I came to him with a problem, Keenan. What do you think his first question was? What's the solution? Exactly. And I said, I don't have a solution. And Vince said, go back, take care of whatever you need to take care of. You bring me a solution back with your problem, then I can help you execute that solution.
And people will not understand this, man, is that, employers, they always are, whenever you want to grow in a company, right? You start in a company, you start at the bottom floor and you're trying to work your way up to the corporate office or whatever it may be, seeking that promotion. The employer is wanting to hire solution workers, not problem workers.
Exactly.
Because there's a bunch of them.
Yes, problem solvers, not problem creators.
If you see people in the workplace who stayed in that same position for 10 years, in and on out, have not moved up, there's one reason why. It's because they're doing the same thing over and over again, and not only that, but they are not providing solutions to problems in the workplace. They just show up and do the task, and that's it. Or they either complain to HR or whatever it may be, and about these issues, and HR doesn't give a shit. They're just going to look at you and say, go back to work.
Yeah, and Keenan, sometimes some employees will get angry at their employers whenever they don't give them an answer. Well, I just want to tell everyone, if you have an employer that's asking you to go and find the solution first, that's a sign of a phenomenal leader. They're trying to empower you to tell you that you are worth it and you can go and solve your own problems. And if you find that out on your own, and they're going to help you execute it and reinforce it.
They're building leaders.
Yes.
They're building you. They are trying to get you to think outside the box. Get out of that box that you are in right now.
Yes.
And think big. Think big. How can you better contribute in the environment you're in right now? Whether you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to scale a company or a business, or you're trying to grow, or whether you're in a workplace and you're trying to seek that promotion, complaining is not going to do it. Let's get that off the table. Complaining, no one cares about it. We all established this. Next thing is you got to start doing things that will help. Whether that's providing solutions or bringing ideas to the table. My mom got 2 promotions because of ideas she brought to the company, how they could improve. Where she works for Fruit of the Loom, and she worked for 5 years and kept bringing solutions, and they bumped her up. It's just because she's bringing ideas. And let's keep this in mind: her English, we speak better English than she does. And it's like, people like to make these excuses. Oh, they have it like this and that, or these people are taking our jobs. That's not the case. People are working, man. They're doing something about their situation, and they're moving up as a result.
Yeah, and people who like to tend to complain a lot, Keenan, they don't take the time to show appreciation. And to be grateful.
Gratitude.
Gratitude is the secret to remaining, positive and getting over those humps. Instead of looking at how terrible everything is and just loathing and complaining constantly over these things that you just hate to do. Well, what if you approach those tasks and those minuscule things that you really don't like doing, and what if you tackle those things first thing? Mark Twain, all right, he has this theory, one of my favorite sayings from Mark Twain. If the worst thing that you have to do during the day is eat a bullfrog, do it first thing in the morning.
Exactly.
If there's those things that you despise doing, do the hardest things first thing in the morning, and then the rest of your day is going to get easier and easier. If you got those hard tasks that you always complain about, don't put them off. Do it first thing.
Right now. Like we said, baby, that's the clock right there. You guys heard it. We got 20 seconds left, man. My name is Keenan. This is Landon.
Yeah, man, and I just want to encourage everyone out there, stay positive and go after it. Get
no
over
excuses.
complaining.
Stop complaining. Start doing, baby.